Okay. This is not going well. I think we need to start over. What should we name the dungeon? I think we should name it the Manosphere Dungeon. By the way, guys, if you guys see this and give it a like, that would be awesome. This is a real fun game. I like playing it, and I love to share some of it with you all. And while you're here, if you care to post anything in the comments section or in the live chat, I'm broadcasting that, about your opinions on the manosphere. And there. Oh, I think my dog's gonna start howling. If that happens, I'll shut the mic off, but then I'll turn it back on, because I'm just putting myself here for you guys if you want to post anything about your opinions. So there was an article written here. I think it's on Yahoo News. No, MIT Technology Review. That says the manosphere is getting more toxic as angry men join the incels, by Tanya Basu, and it was really published today. Again, it's in the MIT Technology Review, and it has phrases such as MRAs, MGTOW, PUAs, and it talks about the black pill and the incels. Kind of equates those two things. Incels abide by the black pill belief, or a belief that women use their sexual power to dominate men socially. For that, incels want revenge. Okay, and then it goes on to say, the team's analysis found that the manosphere is evolving and fast. Over the past 10 years, the population of men identifying as men's rights activists and MGTOW, traditionally older and less violent, is failing, while young, more toxic PUA and incel communities have seen a spike. Okay, I will, stop there. To go on with my opinion on that, I would agree. I think that an analysis could lead to that conclusion. I think depends on how long you spend watching the manosphere content, but definitely if you were to take just the past 10 years, the population of men that identify as men's rights activists, they have been co-opted by like the PUA and incel communities. Because if you really think about it, MGTOW as it exists online is not really something that's generally you could equate to any other like online culture, because it has roots in like traditional and ethnicity bound kind of moral systems and like ways of life. And I think that the internet communities of inceldom and what do you say, black pill, or maybe even the pill ideologies in general, those follow like a more like an internet based kind of like, meme kind of representative, I would say, of online content. And when it's paired with MGTOW, like people who use the label, I think that's something that people do. They use the label in order to push their agenda, their self agenda. When MGTOW isn't really a label, it's there can't really be contained by labels because it's like a philosophy. It's not a movement, and so we need to wrap our head around that more. We'll feel free to push your comments about this content below. We can go in depth and analyze it. See, because I think it's much more nuanced, the whole labeling thing. Like when they say that it's failing, the MGTOW men's rights activist, you could call it a movement on YouTube, is failing. I would say it is, and more toxic PUA incel communities have seen a spike. That's true, but it's a false spike. It's not actually. I wouldn't say it's the trend of what men's rights activists and MGTOW are trying to push, and so whichever one has the more value in the end is the one that's going to outlast and actually have an effect on people in the long term. Worryingly, it seems that there has been a significant migration from men's rights groups to incel groups. This is more from the article. Every year since 2015, around 8% of NRA or MGTOW members have appeared to have become more radicalized and joined incel groups online. The older groups are dying off, says co-author Jeremy Blackburn, an assistant professor at Binghamton University. Indeed, it seems that not only are older, less violent groups dying off, but membership in the more violent groups is becoming more toxic. To determine the level of hate being espoused by these groups, a team used a machine learning tool developed by Google called Perspective that looks for keywords in speech. It produces a toxicity score to give an idea of how much hate speech is being used in the forums. Oh my gosh, what is hate speech? What counts as hate speech? I think we all know the answer to that. What counts as hate speech? I'll think about that. Hold on, I gotta do something. I'll be back. We are back. Yeah, so I basically want to just make sure that everyone's able to have their voice heard. So that's why I've opened up the channel, opened up the video, opened up the live stream, whatever it is you want to call it, just to be, painted by other people's opinions. And so I'm ready for you guys to add your input. Score any points that you see as need scoring, and as you are freely able. It's not, I don't really demand that anybody post anything on here. It's just kind of like, hey, I'm multitasking right now. I have a lot on my plate, so let me clear it off and let whoever wants to come in and add some input do so, because really this point is getting it's a harder subject to talk about when like you see articles posted like this, and it's a very obviously not really a fresh look at the whole online thing. It kind of borrows from a lot of it. Tropicization. Wait. Let me do something. I'll be right back. Oh shoot. Okay. Sorry, this has been a very hold on, I gotta shoot this guy. I was gonna say it's been a very fluff front-ended part of the show, and that's just because I still don't know how to feel about this whole subject in general. So the whole manosphere thing, like, it's just, and Jordan Peterson is like, he's not doing well, and I just had a lot on my mind lately. Nice. Okay. Go to the hamlet. And I think we should upgrade the, what do we get first? Is it the stagecoach and that's it? Yeah, we get the stagecoach. Let's buy, we have a lot of crests, so let's buy more spaces in the barracks, and a more bigger network. That's gonna help us really build our roster early on. So let's do that. And we have these two. I think they're DLC trinkets, so we're gonna use those. Ooh, one thing that you could do if you don't know much about this game, or the in-depth level to which I'm playing it that I don't explain because I'm an idiot sometimes, you could always visit the wiki or the Darkest Dungeon subreddit, where they have guides and stuff that can help you figure out the game. Then once you figure out the game, it might make more sense what I'm doing, if I can't explain it out immediately as I'm doing it. And plus, because I'm only one person, and sometimes my playthroughs of the game will be reflective of the game itself, like the full potential. You might see stuff that I miss. You might want to point it out in the comments section and tell me what I could do better. Or you could just tell me that I'm hopeless and I'm never going to get better at the game. So let me know. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm all for showcasing great games in general. If a game is good, I just cannot not stop talking about it. And it's evident by my my social interactions. People know that about me. There's a pop filter for that mic somewhere. I gotta find it. The Plague Doctor is always a decent dungeon damage builder. damage dealer. Bleh. Can't talk today. Damage dealer early on. It's definitely a quick a pick in order to fill your roster up, because they also have good utility on pick, because you're immediately getting things like camping skills and stuff that's going to heal the diseases and of your party, which costs money, and they also can do some pretty like decent damage in combat. So they're good. They're good to pick early on. Is everything about them good? No, obviously not. They are very, very weak in general. I think their max HP is one of the lowest in the game. It's just, I mean, it's just noticeably low. This person has, it's the same as the Vestals, right? Vestal. So I guess I'd say it's about in the middle. So it doesn't really, and for its uses, it probably needs more max HP. Like how it would affect your party is probably much better. You can equip trinkets and stuff that increases survivability. Is there much else I could say about Plague Doctor? I don't think so. Because I frankly don't know. Like, I don't know that much about... I haven't really messed with her a lot, but I noticed that about her is that she deals decent damage. Decent consistent damage, I'd say. And she can be pretty good, because she can buff party members and heal bleeds from your occultist if you're carrying more of a certain type of dungeon dwellers or adventurers in your group. She could definitely kind of like stop that from affecting your party that much, like, because she does have the ability to give them increased resistances, I think, with one of her camping skills. Right? Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Medicaid. Oh no, just herself. Really received. I guess it's hard to place her because she doesn't really have good healing, and at the same time, her camping skills are wildly dependent. You can tell off needing a second healer in the group, because they're just not really that adequate. I'm surprised they surprised them. Alright. the headphone in. I'm listening to some YouTube, some online content. Here's my Filipino accent. I got a pretty good one. Fernando, did you do your taxes? Did you over there how much is your empanadas? Empanadas. Come on, eat. It's time to eat. I was in the Navy. It was very hard on my liver. It's really easy. You just have to combine that Spanish accent with like an Asian accent. I really admit it's one of the hardest of the Asian ones to do, the impersonation. Which is not really a tough thing to really say, because well, I won't say that. It's kind of rude. I had a job a while back where I was working in a kitchen, and one of the kitchen workers was, I think he was Sue, and the head chef and him always like used to razz each other. But the sous chef once asked the head chef, "Hey, do you ever say things and you just wish you could take them back?" I got lucky with that dodge. Do you ever say things and wish you could take them back? And the head chef goes, "No, I actually think before I speak sometimes." And everything in the kitchen just got real quiet. He ended that man's whole career in that kitchen that day. He was going like, "Man, I should just quit. I should just find a different occupation at this point." Because I got that bad. Ooh! Nice. Is he gonna die? He's gonna die! Here's my voiceover on this, because I have it muted, obviously, because I don't want its audio to affect the what I'm doing here. So gotta keep that compartmentalized. If the music sounds good, then that's good for it, you know. But I don't really want to have it on the stream. I guess the next stream I'll actually put my number up in the chat, and we can actually, you know, do Google Voice call, because that's the only way. I can't really like do StreamYard or anything different with this bad boy, but I can do this. So it's poppin', it's poppin', it's poppin', it's poppin', it's. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? What you said? My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. All the boys be jocking. They chase me after school. What you know about me? What you know about? What you know about me? What you know? I said my lip. Nope. Ooh. We can do this. Who cares? We have enough torchlight. Maybe we'll get another scout chance or something. Does that happen when you walk into the room? I have to figure that out. Yeah, that's something that always pissed me off, is that people don't really do research before they make articles like this. And it's like, maybe they do some low-level research, but like going into history or just taking that or finding an article that gives you a statistic that you like without going into the history of why that's affected our community or whatever you want to call it for so long, and it comes in constant waves. You'll see that it's not like MGTOW is not actually something that's tied to anything violent, and in fact, most people, I would say for most part, most people don't violate the laws that affect harm others. Maybe it affects others, but it doesn't harm others. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. I mean, MGTOW never violate the law unless it benefits them and it doesn't people. And that's just fucking facts. Hold on, I'll be back again. More press, better. Yes. To answer everyone's questions, I am going to be naming the first Man-at-Arms build that I get a Tico, after Tico Trend. Oh, he stole all the food. Randall, you're such a fatty. Why are you such a fatty, Reynold? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. Mm. We're gonna go. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna fight it. Oh. Mm-hmm. What's the strategy with this one? Here, I'm gonna. Oh, by the way, sorry. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm also watching YouTube while I'm streaming this, so. Yeah. I'm watching the Abba and Preach Part 2 video. I can't tell if this gummy is. If I have to eat it all, or if I don't, like. Am I supposed to eat all of this? I don't know if I'm supposed to eat all of this. Well, it says 500 milligrams, so. I'll probably need. Oh, okay, 500 milligrams. So, 1,000 milligrams would be 1 gram. Wow, good job, Aaron. Dun dun dun. The more you know. The more you know. She's sweeter, man. Weekend. Oh, they brought the sex doll out again. I love when they bring out the sex doll and start hitting each other with it. Yes, something that bugs me. So it's a double standard, right? Between female aggression towards male aggression. And so, a lot of times you hear feminists say that men and women are equal. Meanwhile, behind the scenes in their relationships, they treat everything like it's a fucking tyrannical patriarchy, right? And that they're being affected on. So here's how it sometimes manifests. With the Amber Heard thing, Johnny Depp, you have to realize that most of all, domestic stuff pretty much gets in these like celebrity relationships. It always starts with the woman, man. It always starts with the woman. And it always happens because, quite frankly, feminism's the most like vicious hate group in the world, worse than the KKK. They're fucking straight up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they go to the Women's March, right? Where they say men and women are equal. And then in private they say, everyone won't believe you about this domestic assault. They won't believe you that I started it first because you're a man. You're stronger. So they're going to believe that me when I say that you started it first. You hear that? You hear them say that sometimes? I do. She reminds me of the Starlight from, what's it called? Starlight from The Boys on HBO. You know that TV show where the chick, she does a lot of speeches. When Amber Heard does that speech, it actually reminds me. I feel like she's gonna start stretch her hands right now, and just like conjure up light beams and blind everybody in the audience. I mean, that's my opinion on that. It's really, just shameful. Very shameful. Oh my gosh. Wow, she's not even looking at the script. She's just going off the handle. Man, she is crazy. She's crazy. Can anybody see that? Amber Heard is crazy. Yeah, Amber Heard is trashing the feminist movement. I don't need to even trash feminists, dude. They do it themselves. More cross me likey. I don't even try to be a whitey. I just think that shit that ain't hypey. Like gaming and February 7th. In a week, it's gonna be Valentine's Day. I'll probably pick up some hours. I'll probably just be working. I'm not doing anything special. And now I'm on Darius's live stream. That's what it auto played for me. I wonder what his tip char's like. Alright guys, we finished our first level. We finished our first level into the dungeon. The Manosphere dungeon. Stage. Okay. One more quest, right? And we'll get the guild. Yes, fear not, for we will soon have the guild, and we'll be one step closer to that darkest dungeon, which I do plan on doing. I've never done it before, though. On this game, on this hard drive, it has never been done. Beating darkest dungeon has never been done before on this gaming console that I have. And before I retire it, best believe I sure enough will beat darkest dungeon, and I don't care what lengths I have to go to do it. And it looks like Darius's live stream just ended, so maybe we'll get some people from there, coming and seeing what's up. You guys can fill me in on what he was talking about, because I didn't really hear a lot of it. Why don't we do that one? No healer, I think is fine, because we have pretty high speed. Except for Big Ray. We can probably do. Yeah, psh, are you kidding me? Boom. Let's go. Who can go? Oh, I meant to do that one. You guys, we don't need that many torches. Yeah, we do. We actually need more torches. And we don't need that many shovels. I think we're good. Bring enough band-aids for everyone. Maybe bring some more band-aids. And we really don't need anything like that. We really don't need that. Actually, we will. We hella will. Kidding me? We're gonna find a secret room somewhere. I take you to the candy shop. Let the lollipop. Whoa! Go ahead, girl. Don't you stop. Yeah. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa. That shit is... Wasn't 50 Cent great? Wasn't 50 Cent great, y'all? Everybody loves and reveres 50 Cent. He can do no wrong. I don't think anybody who's ever challenged him has successfully won, ever. Hmm. Who? We need more materials. We don't really need that. Ooh, we hit an hour. Wow. Amazing. An article an hour. Sure, what I should call it. Yeah, I really have nothing else to say about that whole situation. I have nothing else to say about that article. Go up an unfair. Oh, I guess the Jordan Peterson thing, while still streaming, I think that what happened to him, from what I heard, it's like I would think it's pretty tragic, right? Like, it's pretty tragic, and there goes one of those ones. I don't care though. I'm gonna still beat this game. I don't care. But yeah, the real thing that bothers me about Jordan Peterson is that, like, he kind of got famous and then got unhealthy, like, all way too quickly. Like, it all just seemed like it happened too fast. A lot of people really weren't ready to hear what he had to say, so prayers go out to him, and hope that he gets better. And my thoughts and my prayers go out to him and his family. I saw the video, and so yeah, hope you get better, man. It's kind of sad too, because it's like, how can you just think about that, as being his fatal weakness? Was like his dependence, a growing dependency, on a prescription. It's kind of ironic, right? Like how people try to better themselves, but at the same time we're confined to what our bodies tell us to do, handle. And yeah, it's just kind of sad that's happened, and it's sad that a lot of people saw him as a negative figure too, because, well, I needn't say more, but the point about it is that he definitely had a lot to offer people. It's just that, like I said, the message wasn't fully reached, didn't really reach as many people as it should have. But I digress. Mary Jane. And yeah. Maytown is going viral. Yeah, it's going viral. But most of them now are just living their free life. Like I said, most of them, I would say, probably aren't even on the internet, which is hard to believe, because they got a lot of people posing like they are. Not me. I'm not one of those, because, like I stated clearly before, I do not identify as a man going his own way. Because I can't do it. I can't, I'm incapable. We could drop that. I think we could drop that. We take that. And we can take some of this. Rápido, rápido. Let's finish this dungeon. Oh, shoot. I also realized again too that anytime I would mention my brothers in the manosphere, like I was always talking about people that I related to offline more so than people who actually were online. Even though a couple years ago, a few years ago, you could even say 10 years ago, but I wasn't really in that the online. That's the thing that people need to understand, is that, like I said, you don't need to know everything that there is to know about what's happening online and be, a complete internet celebrity in your own mind in order to understand the philosophy. Okay, it's not something that you need to like completely circle your life around, because frankly you'll get too much joy out of it, and it's not really something that is awesome. It's actually filled with a lot of dark topics that when people are talking about it, they digress into those topics, and then it can be tough, because those topics you can't really use the terms good and bad, because there's just a lot of raw facts and raw substance and stuff that most people don't want to hear, because they're tripping. So I mean, you just have to think about the manosphere as just another group. But whenever you see individuals in the who claim to be MGTOW, you should always do your research and look a little bit deeper, because a lot of times those people aren't MGTOW. They're like incel, or they're purple pill, or and so yeah, it's hard to talk about sexes and stuff on such a single gender dominant platform like YouTube, because I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of obvious to me that was never going to be something that was inclusive. And don't get me wrong, it's popping now. It really is popping, but it's not really socially a thing that is really popular to talk about, because it's really one-dimensional, and it's not one-dimensional, but unidirectional. Just stay. Oh. Pippin died. Hello, Minio. But I'm gonna cut the stream off because it's pretty long, and no one's really showed up. I assume that everyone's doing their own thing, but big ups to mainly YouTube, man. YouTube did a really good job sorting out all the beef and doing the whole, managing the whole algorithm and stuff. They did a really good job. And I think a lot of people have actually been caught red-handed with their pants down, which is really... It's hard to watch sometimes, which is why it probably trends very highly on YouTube. But yeah, you guys take care. Have a good rest of your day. Cheers. You.